Is that time once again? Every year, holidays near, spreading cheer, Cyber-Wonderland. Checking out Christmas stories, CGI, stop motion, or 2D, Cyber-Wonderland. The Nutcracker's been told many times, dancing rhymes, pleasant shines, Cyber-Wonderland. Even cartoons have their own version of the toy soldier. Over and over. Disney, Care Bears, Courage, Barbie, horror CG that's nutty, Clay Nutcracker fantasy, and finally Tom and Jerry. That's where our tale begins. Wishing star, traveling afar, music grand, Cyber Wonderland. So come on, join me on this journey in Winter Cyber-Wonderland. The Nutcracker, known for its whimsical music, ballet choreography, and imagination by Tchaikovsky. The story, as most Nutcracker adaptations go, is about a girl who gets a Nutcracker as a Christmas present. She has a dream that the toy comes to life via some big rat, becomes a prince, and he sends her to a magical realm where everybody dances and eats some sweets. The tale of the Nutcracker has been told dozens of times with different adaptations, the good, the bad, and the whatever. Well, everybody's favorite cat and mouse, Tom and Jerry, have their own Nutcracker story to tell back in 2007. This is meant as a semi-adaptation of the 1816 short story, The Nutcracker and the Mouse King, but not a lot is known about this directed-video movie other than that this is the final animated production by Joseph Barbera before his death in December 2006. Welcome to another episode of the Wonder Reviews. Let's see if this dance number put up a real good show. This is Tom and Jerry, A Nutcracker Tale. Jerry and his cousin Tuffy watch the Nutcracker ballet, and Jerry wants to dance to his heart's content. His wish gets granted, and the stage becomes a giant kingdom populated by living toys. But Tom and a bunch of alley cats took over the kingdom, so Jerry and his friends had to follow the star to find the toy maker in hopes he might have the answer to save everybody. Now, in terms of story, this really isn't all extravaganzas. It's another point A and B story where the main characters have to go to the one place to solve the problem. There are no backstories, new special developments to Tom and Jerry, or anything that gives the characters some layers. However, there is one thing that helps with the point A and B formula, and that is the element of the classic Nutcracker story. I don't mean the role reversal where a mouse is now the good guy in this version. The whole movie acts as a tribute and a satire to the tale. Throughout the movie, they play the classical music by Tchaikovsky and use it to tell the story with little to zero dialogue. They realized the most interesting storytelling tool about the ballet is the music, very similar to the Nutcracker suite from Fantasia. It also works as a satire because it is still a Tom and Jerry cartoon where it's telling its own twisted tale of the original. For example, there are times where the characters cut through a random scene during the journey, and that's because the whole story takes place at a theater stage. And then there's also the humor. Sure, it's not one of the funniest Tom and Jerry cartoons, but there's a chance that you will get some laughs from the cartoony slapstick and other surprises during some of the song sequences. The more that I think about it, the Tom and Jerry Nutcracker story works because it's trying to tell its own Nutcracker story instead of copying someone else's. Remember when they did those crossovers with The Wizard of Oz and Willy Wonka where all they did is just shoehorn the cat and mouse in just to make a quick buck? Well, in this one, they're not repeating the same storyline that we heard before just to put Tom and Jerry in. Like Jerry's love for the ballet, they're taking inspiration of the Nutcracker story to tell its own tale starring these likable characters. Tom and Jerry are still the same cat and mouse where Tom tries to eat Jerry, but Jerry has the upper hand and defeats him. However, Jerry does get a bit of a character trait that he loves the Nutcracker ballet so much, he wants to dance and be part of the dream. As for the other characters, their roles are pretty basic when it comes to their part in the Nutcracker story. Like Tuffy is Jerry's cousin that tries to help Jerry defeat the cats. The King of the Cats is the primary antagonist that acts more like a lazy goofball. His lackey is the serious henchman that tries to make sure his king remains in full control of Jerry's kingdom. And any of the extra cats like Butch and the Triplets are extra helpers for Tom to supply their own comedy.
That brings your batting average to .340.
Surprisingly, the most interesting characters in the movie are the new characters in the Nutcracker. There's the ballerina, who may seem like the damsel in distress, but she does help Jerry and the toys while Jerry finds the toy maker. Polly is the Christmas ornament that wants to be a real toy so that he doesn't have to fall apart again. and Nellie is the toy horse who can only talk with a string. The movie tries to give her an arc where she accidentally betrayed her friend because of her uncontrollable talking, but all of that was immediately forgiven like that scene was never much of a big deal. Finally, there's the toy maker. Basically, he is Santa Claus. The same guy dressed in red, has a white beard, and makes toys in his workshop. However, in this tale Tom and Jerry, not only does he hold the key to defeating the cats, he actually knows about the magic that created Jerry's wish and creates imagined toys based off Tom and Jerry's adventure throughout the movie. That's like in Nightmare Before Christmas, if Santa Claus made a toy about Jack singing on the Spiral Hill. Every person on Earth would definitely want that. As a direct-to-video movie that's a tie-in to the popular show, it's pretty good for what it is. Tom and Jerry don't have the most cinematic-worthy animation in their home movies, but my hot take is that the artwork on the Nutcracker Tale is far better looking than the theatrical Tom and Jerry movie we were going to get later. The designs of the characters stay true to the classic cartoons, whether it be the mice, toys, or even the cats. The same thing can be said about the cartoony animation, where the characters squash and stretch whenever they get hurt or have the over-the-top expressions. Sometimes they play around with Paulie anytime he falls apart, however, it's mostly just him losing his head during the running time.
Hey, look at me! I'm skating!
As for the backgrounds, they actually have the most impressive setting out of all the Tom and Jerry movies. In the perspective of the mice, the theater stage is really big, but once the Christmas magic changes the scenery, Jerry's kingdom is beautiful with all the winter colors and relaxing nature. For the other locations, they are really nice to look at and share the same imagination as the castle and toys. There's the dragon nest where everything is red, emphasizing the danger, the clock tower where the cuckoo birds pop by surprise, and the amusement park shows the joys and thrills of the attractions. There's even some small bits of CGI, which does look nice with the marching soldier during the final act, but I gotta say, my favorite moments in the movie are the music sequences of the Nutcracker. Of course, if you're going to make a Nutcracker adaptation, you have to at least put in some Tchaikovsky's signature songs like Dance of the Sugar Plums, Waltz of the Flowers, and the rest. Not only is the choreography well animated, but whenever Tom and Jerry do some slapstick, all the hits and screams they made perfectly match the rhythm of the music. Plus, there are only 2 songs in the movie sung by the cats that are pretty catchy and also follow the music's tone. The major setback with the animation is, while the choreography and slapstick are nice, the cartoony animation still has the feeling of a Tom and Jerry episode. And yes, I know, direct-to-video movie, but you can still mistake the quality as a regular Tom and Jerry cartoon. But even though it felt like a long episode of Tom and Jerry, I still had fun time with this Christmas special. Tom and Jerry: A Nutcracker Tale is an entertaining cartoon based off the classic ballet. Despite having a weak story, it has a certain charm to make it enjoyable, the music is still whimsical, the characters are likable, and the animation is really nice. If you like Tom and Jerry or you're looking for a pleasant Christmas special, then you will have a good time with this direct-to-video movie. Is it the best Tom and Jerry movie? No, but it certainly knows how to have fun with the holiday music. I'm going to give the Tom and Jerry Nutcracker a B-. I'm Mad Hatter Patrick. Now if you'll excuse me, I'm going to lead a parade of wooden soldiers. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed this, check out these other videos, or feel free to like, comment, and subscribe for more upcoming reviews and other projects. I'll see you soon.